they tried their level best to treat them well.
We didn't have any problems with them. Of course, they were complaining for having sadza here and there, but being in Zimbabwe, that's our staple food. And
they wanted what?
Eventually, they got used to having sadza at least once a day. They wanted the English type of menus, food. Yes.
Bread, chips.
Yes, but otherwise we're giving them that, and even desserts, we're giving them that. They were given good hospitality in terms of the food that they were having. We're offering them 3 meals a day, and even their afternoon teas. They were also having free Wi-Fi, so they actually had a good stay here. And all this was being catered for by the government of Zimbabwe.
So what are the takeaways from this development? The 13 deportees are with their respective families in the comfort of their homes, not at some dingy prison cell, as often alleged. Yes, too much sadza for some. They will soon acclimatize to the national diet. Wi-Fi bundles are bought. It's not free anymore as they were getting at Zipam. Ruben Barwes, ZBC News, Zipam near Norton.
Daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment. You're also available on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is our daily news on breaking news. Today is the 4th of August 2021, and I just watched a video from ZBC TV, and Ruben Baro and I know most of you know the man, and so all those Zimbabweans who were at that facility and near Norton are now back with their family, and for the first time and 20 years ago, 14 years ago, so the 14 Zimbabwean deportees who arrived from Britain last month have been united with their families after finishing the mandatory quarantine, which the government fully covered. The government lived up to its promises, that is to take care of returnees while in quarantine and help them integrate back into their communities, being offered the same opportunities as everyone else. While residents returning to Zimbabwe voluntarily are required to undergo a mandatory quarantine, they have to do so at their own expenses, while those who test positive to COVID-19 will be expected to isolate at a center of their choice. Zimbabwe Institute of Administration and Management Acting Director General Dr. Edgar Mangande yesterday confirmed the release of the deportees to their family members and relatives. Zimpam is a temporary quarantine center and was used for the 14. All the 14 were taken to their families and relatives. 13 were the first to be released on Sunday, while the remaining was still finalizing with his family members, but he later also went comfortably on Monday. He said they enjoyed good food hospitality as the government was fully catering for their stay at the center, including the standard 3-course meals and desserts. They were also enjoying free Wi-Fi connectivity. At first, the returnees were struggling a bit to cope with sadza, but later got used to it at least once a day. Other supporters, including the International Organization for Immigration, working with the government, facilitated transport for the returnees to final family destinations, including Unguza in Matabele North, Magwegwe in Bulawayo, and Harfield, Westgate, and Avondo in Harare. When they arrived a fortnight ago, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Mr. Nick Mangwana, said they will be safe and same opportunities available to everyone else will be available to them. The 14 all arrived in England between 1999 and 2007 and were being deported since they had been convicted of serious offences. These do not count against them on their return, as the offences were not committed in Zimbabwe. The deportation, the first in decades from the UK, confirms that under the Second Republic is now a safe destination after the two countries agreed on June 23 for the safe return of the Zimbabwean nationals. Initially, the British government was expected to deport 50 Zimbabweans, but some raised objections with the courts and were allowed to appeal, while some were allegedly affected by COVID-19 in some detention centers. And so urumende apa ikutaura kutaura the British kuti what in Zimbabwe it's safe and sound, hapana munhu akarohwa, hapana munhu akadisappear. So in short, they're just saying kuti what we meet our end of the deal, in which they did they actually quarantined those 14 and whoever is going to be deported back to Zimbabwe, they're going to be saying, you know what, in Zimbabwe it's safe and sound, akuna munhu akadisappear, akuna munhu akanyimwa nenzara, apana mumwe munhu wekutoti anga akasungwa or whatsoever. So zvezvo zvokuti uri ku-UK uri uchiti zviri muZimbabwe ndinosungwa, ndinorohwa, ndinoitwa imwe, vanenge vachitoti aiwa hakuna zvakadaro, and you are going back to your country, you are going back to Zimbabwe. So it's a victory for the government, you know, in terms of relationship between the British and the Zimbabwean government. And so guys, write it in the comment section. This is daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV, and so we're gonna see more of people being deported from the UK. This is just a tip of an iceberg. We're gonna see so many Zimbabweans coming back, and apana chakaipa, and because Zimbabwe ndiye yedu tese, me and you belong in Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe is our country. Saka atingarambe kudzokera kumbaka because wadzoswa kubva ku-UK akuzokupera kweupenyu. Life goes on. It may be, you know, a very good start for you because you know, you never know, you can actually start a good life here, wotoitawo business rako, wotonaika kutoti makore 20 ndakapedza ndiri ku-UK papa ndaitotamba nenguva ndiri ikoko, and saka, you know, you have to take it as it goes, and don't give up and say kuti ndadeportwa upenyu hwapera. Hayo hakuna zvakadaro. There are people who are making money in Zimbabwe, not because vanenge vachiita zvecorruption kana kuti sese, no, there are people who are really like making real money, and pasina corruption, pasina chi, only hard work. There are still honest Zimbabweans who are doing honest business. Musanyepere muchingonzi vese munhu ata mari ari corrupt, vese ata mari ane magovernment tender. Patone vamwe vari kutoshanda day in day out who are making it in Zimbabwe. So in short, you can still make it in Zim. And so guys, write it out in the comment section, and remember to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV, daily news on breaking news. Remember guys to turn on the notification bell not to miss any of our new uploads. We upload each and every day, and so we are wait again another bunch of Zimbabweans who will be deported to Zimbabwe soon. Remember, there are so many people who are kuma detention centers, others who are still appealing court cases, and they in the UK are try by all means kuti varambe variko. So sinei we change kuzisiya kuti zvinhu zvakamira sei here on your favorite channel, Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening guys and watching, and remember guys to subscribe to the channel and follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is another edition of our daily news on breaking news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Peace out.